Hello everybody, it's Helena, and in today's video we are building these 3 tiny row houses in the world of Brindleton Bay in The Sims 4, obviously. But yeah, I built it in the Whiskerman's Wharf area, and I love this area so much. I think it's so cute, it's so adorable and like cozy, and the vibes here are just absolutely immaculate. So I really wish that I built here more often because it's just so cozy. But yeah, I really don't do it all that often, but as you can see, I obviously did do it today. I built these 3 little tiny row houses, townhomes, whatever you want to call them, and I built them on a 20 by 15 lot, so this lot is absolutely tiny. And since I built 3 houses on here, the houses are obviously really small as well, but I really enjoyed building this a lot. I had such a good time with it, and it was just so cozy, and I really enjoyed it. I really love to do these like lots where I just cram a bunch of houses or just a bunch of stuff onto these tiny lots like this one. As I said, it's only a 20 by 15, and I've been doing it quite a lot recently. I think I've done it twice in the past month or something, and I've gotten really good feedback on those videos, and people seem to like them, so I'm really glad that you guys like them as much as I do, because I really enjoy making them, and I just have such a good time doing it every time that I build something like this. So I hope you guys also like this one as well. But it's kind of an odd one because this house, or this lot, actually works as a residential as well as a retail lot, because I put 2 little shops on it. So 2 out of the 3 buildings are shops, and then the 3rd one is a like home where Sims live, obviously. But in the speed build, I just like built it as a residential lot, and I did also upload it as a residential to the gallery. But if you want to play with this as a retail lot, you can just change the lot type, and then I think you should be good to go. Like, you can just like set some of the stuff in the shops for sale, and then Sims will come buy them, I'm pretty sure. I haven't played with the system in a very long time, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And I did put the little cash registers, so you should be good to go if you want to play with it as a retail lot. But one of these shops is a little flower shop slash plant shop, because I think plant shops are so cozy to decorate. I've done it a lot in the past, but I just really enjoy doing it, so I decided to do one on this little lot as well. And then the other shop is a book shop, and I did like kind of create a tiny story for the Sims that live here, because in my mind the Sims that live in the blue house, which is like the home on this lot, are the same Sims that own the little shops. And I guess the thing that is a little bit weird about this lot is that since the blue house is very small, I would not have been able to make a like real family house just in that little narrow house right there. So I actually like made the rest of the house on top of the other like little shops, so it looks a little bit weird because they look like 3 separate buildings that are just, you know, connected, but in reality they are like just one house, and the same Sims own like the entire thing. So it's a little bit like deceiving from the outside, but it was just the only way I would be able to like make this possible, you know. That was the only way I was gonna be able to like make Sims live here and also put the little shops and whatnot. So that's just how I did it. But I guess it is a little bit weird that the house like is on the right side in the blue house, but then it like also continues on top of the shops. But it was just the only way I could make it work. But I was like having such a good time building this house, like the shell of it and whatnot. And then I got to the floor plan, and I just like had such a hard time with it, and it was just so hard to like make it work. And I nearly like gave up on this entire build because I just did not know what to do with it, and I was so frustrated about it. And I had like made it, and then I just was so like unhappy with it, and I was just feeling really down about it. And I like decided that I was just gonna close down the game for the day, and then I would continue the day after, because I was just feeling so upset about the floor plan and how like bad it was, because I was so obsessed with the outside, and I was so happy to like be doing this cute little build because I loved it so much. But then the floor plan was just so annoying to me. But then when I came back the day after, I was like, yeah, this is not that bad. Like, it's really not that bad of a floor plan. It could be so much worse. So I just like made a few tiny changes, I'm pretty sure, but then apart from that, I just like rolled with it, and in the end I'm very happy with the way that the entire thing turned out. And even though the floor plan is a little bit odd, I feel like it makes a sense just because these little row houses are just a little bit odd and quirky, so it's okay that the floor plan is a little bit eccentric, I suppose. But yeah, it's definitely not ideal, but it's cute and it just like adds to the quirky and cozy vibes in my opinion. But yeah, as I said, I had a lot of fun making this house, but I nearly did rage quit and just like abandoned it because I was very upset about the floor plan, but I'm so happy that I came back to it. And also I'm just like not really normally a person who abandons houses forever. Like the second I decided that I want to like start recording a build and like have found a shell that I like, then I'm like 99% likely to actually finish it. Like it's super rare that I like start recording a build and then I just don't come back to it ever. That's just normally not a thing that I do. So it was really bugging me that I had like basically rage quit this build and just given up on it because I normally don't really like to do that. So I'm happy that I came back with it and I made it work. And I'm just really happy with it in the end, and I think it looks really, really cute. So I hope you guys like it as well, but I don't really know how fun it would be to play in it. I definitely didn't build it with like gameplay in mind. I just wanted to build it because I thought it was really cute and I wanted to make something cozy like this. So I don't really know how fun it would be to play in it, but it is like fully functional and I play tested it and everything like that. So you would be able to live here with your Sims if you want to, and you can also play with it as a little retail shop if that's like a thing you want to do. But I just like built it because I like to, you know, do these lots where I cram a lot of like buildings and a lot of stuff onto tiny lots. I think it's so fun and so cozy and I just really, really enjoy it. But they do have a little backyard as well and it's very cozy in my opinion, and I put like some like gardening stuff out there because I imagine that the parent who runs the little flower shop like grows their own flowers. So I put a bunch of flower plants outside, so they just like grow their own flowers and then they make little flower arrangements in their shop with them and they sell them. So I think that's really, really cute. And I put a woodworking table, so I don't really know if any of the parents like to do that, or well, I guess that they do it as a hobby, but I don't think they necessarily sell their woodworking items. I don't know though, I just wanted to put one more skill item in this build, and then I also put a little fire pit out there because I just have been obsessed with putting fire pits in my builds recently. I don't know, I feel like whenever I like have a little bit of space left in my backyards, I just put a little fire pit because I think they're so cute and so fun, and I've been using the one that we got from the Little Campers kit so much recently because I've just been like using that kit a lot. I think it's so cute and definitely probably my favorite build kit that we have gotten ever. I think it's so cute and cozy and I really enjoy building with it, so I think I use it in basically all of my builds these days. I think it's such a good kit and definitely one that I would recommend if you are like looking for build kits. I think that one is my favorite, as I said, and then I also really like the one that we just got, the one that is still free if you haven't gotten it yet, the what's it called, Desert Lux kit. Yeah, I like that one as well. I think it's pretty cute, and as I'm recording this it is free, so if you haven't gotten it yet, just please do get it because it's free, so like why not, right? But yeah, why did I start talking about kits and the ones that I like? I don't know, that's not what I wanted to do in this build, and I haven't even, or in this video rather, sorry, I'm really scatterbrained right now. I'm having a hard time talking. But yeah, I haven't even like told you guys the story of the Sims that live here, and as I said, I didn't do like a really complicated story by any means, but I did think about it a little bit. So as I said, like, well, I don't know if I said this, but the two parents own the two different shops, and there's a bookshop and a flower shop, and I made room for the two parents in the house and then also one kid. So it's just a really cute little family, and they just live here in Brindleton Bay and are just living out their dream, I guess, because I suppose they dream of like having a little shop where they sell stuff that they're interested in. So yeah, and I was imagining that one of the parents obviously is a florist and they have the little flower shop, and then the other one is a like book nerd in my opinion, and they just love books. They're super interested in literature in general, and I was thinking that they're also a writer themselves. So on the like second floor of the house I did put a little like PC. Well, I think it's the one from Cottage Living, which is actually like a typewriter, or it looks like a typewriter, but it is a PC, so you can do all of the like PC things on it, but it looks like a typewriter. Yeah, I put one of those in the house, so I'm guessing that the person who owns the bookshop is also a writer themselves, but then they also sell other authors' books in their little bookshop, and they just are super passionate about books, and they love their life where they're just, you know, doing what they love to do, what they're super passionate about. So I love that for them. And the other person, the florist, obviously loves flowers and is very passionate about them, and they are probably super into gardening as well, so that's why they have the little gardening space outside, and they're just like super happy with their lives, and I think it's so cute. But I didn't really give the like child sim much of a personality. Like their like room is super tiny. It's so small. I could barely fit anything besides the bed in there, but everything is in this house is just really small, so that's how that is, I suppose. But I didn't really give the child much of a personality. They just like are a child in the child stage, I suppose, and that's really all that I've got to say about them. But yeah, that's just the little like tiny story behind the Sims that live here and run the little shops. And I was kind of like thinking that, okay, this sounds kind of weird, but I was thinking that the parent who has the bookshop is sort of similar to Joe from the show You, if you've seen that. And obviously that show is about a guy who murders people, and I don't really think that this guy, the one who runs the bookshop, is a murderer, but I feel like Joe from the show You is very passionate about books, and he just is very elitist when it comes to books and literature, and he looks down on people who aren't into literature, and he's just super passionate about it. He knows a lot about like different books and authors and whatnot, so I was kind of thinking that the person who runs the bookshop is similar to Joe in that way. But I do not think that they necessarily like murder other people, because I was thinking that these people are just like really cute and happy, but I mean, who knows, they might have a dark secret, and maybe like the other sim, the one who runs the flower shop, is like Love, who's one of Joe's like girlfriends in the show. Yeah, I don't know, if you haven't seen it then I'm sorry, I guess that's kind of like a spoiler because she's not in season 1, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. That was just what I was thinking. I love the show You so much. It's so good, and I'm very excited for season 4. I don't know when it's coming out, but I do know that they have like announced the new season, and they did that before the season 3 came out last year. So I think it's coming soon, and I'm very excited about it because it's definitely one of my all-time favorite show, and I've talked a lot about it on my channel, I think, but I haven't talked about it in a long time. So I just wanted to say that I'm very excited for the new season, and also this guy kind of like reminds me of Joe, but in a good way, I think, at least. Who knows though, they might have a very dark secret and they just like kill everyone that they don't think should be like in their shop or just on this planet. I don't know. And I mean, if you guys are like interested in that sort of gameplay, you could technically just add a little secret basement and put one of those glass boxes that Joe has in the show and just put some Sims in there and see what happens, you know? Yeah, I don't know how interested you guys are in that sort of gameplay, but if you do like it, if you are one of those Simmers that do some morally questionable things in their game, then you can do that if you want to. But yeah, that genuinely is one of my absolute favorite shows of all time. So if you haven't seen it somehow, like for some reason, then I definitely recommend doing it because it's very good and very interesting, and I really like it. I've like rewatched it 3 times, I think. So yeah, I don't know, I really like it. It's one of my comfort shows for some reason. But I spent a really long time on the flower shop just because I was adding a lot of clutter and just a lot of little like flowers and detail and whatnot. So that took me a very long time, but it didn't really take me as long to do the bookshop, which is the one we're doing right now, just because like it's vastly smaller and I didn't really feel like I could add as many like clutter items, and really all I had to do was put some bookshelves and just like a few chairs I think I put around the little bookshop, and I don't know, just a few clutter items, and then I just called it a day, you know, because I just didn't really have room to add a lot of clutter items and whatnot, so it didn't really take me a long time. But yeah, I really enjoyed building or furnishing the flower shop, and I really enjoyed furnishing the backyard as well, and the like home, although that was quite a challenge just because it was so small and the floor plan was so weird and it really bothered me, as I told you guys about earlier. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys are all doing really good and you're taking care of yourselves and having fun and all of that good stuff. personally, I'm doing pretty okay at the moment. I have been like pretty busy this past week, or like these past few weeks, which is also why I have been a little bit more quiet on my channel this past week than I have wanted to be just because it has been a little bit like stressful and I've just been super busy. But I like had this like big project to do for school, and that is now all done and over with, so I feel like I might have time to like do some more stuff for my channel, which I'm happy about. But yeah, I don't know, I really have not been doing anything interesting at all lately, so I don't have anything fun that I can tell you about because I've just been like vibing and, you know, relaxing a lot. I don't know, I've just like been enjoying the fall days that we have been having lately, and I have been going on some drives, just like some boring, fun, cozy drives. And I don't mean boring in like a bad way, I mean it in like a cozy way. It's boring in like a really cozy and good way, you know? I don't know, I really like fall weather. I like summer too, but there's just like something nice about fall. And I did decorate my room for Halloween the other day, which is really fun. I mean, I don't really have a lot of Halloween decorations. I only have like 5 things or something, so it doesn't really look like much, and I definitely want to get some more stuff this year. But for now, I have just put up the stuff that I have already, and then I'll see if I find something good in the upcoming like month or so. But yeah, I don't know, I've just been like enjoying the days lately and have been taking care of myself. And also, like, I have been having like some arm pains. I don't know, for a long time I've had a problem with my right arm where it just gets like really sore and tired very quickly if I like use it too much. So I've been trying to not really use it that much, and I do build my houses and do everything on my computer with my left hand, even though I am right-handed, but I just like trained myself to do that. But yeah, these past like few days I've been having that like weird pain in both of my arms, so it's been really difficult to do anything at all. And the reason why it has like started to be in both of my arms, I guess, or why I've been having that same like pain in both of my arms at the same time, is because of that thing I had to do for school. I had a lot of stuff that I needed to do on the PC, so I just like sat in the same position for many hours a day, and it was just not good. So it has just like wrecked my arms, but today my arms were feeling a lot better, so I'm happy about that. But it is an annoying problem that I've been having. But yeah, I did like train myself to use my left hand instead of my right, even though I'm right-handed, to use my PC, which I think is pretty cool. So sometimes I do like to brag about that. That's so dumb, but I do like to do that, so I hope you don't mind. Yeah, anyway. It is in fact one of my biggest accomplishments in life, so I guess you just gotta deal with it. No, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know, I don't have anything interesting to tell you about. Also, I'm sorry for all of the like background noises right now. A lot of stuff is going on in my house today. So many people are here and it's stressful, and my dog has been barking so much throughout this voiceover, and I did have to take a little dinner break, so it has been a little bit messy. I'm sorry if you can tell that it's a little bit like choppy and weird. It's just been a little bit difficult today. I don't know. Anyway, it's annoying because doing voiceovers is one of my absolute favorite things about like doing YouTube videos, but it's also probably the most difficult one just because it's really hard to find time to do it when people aren't here and making loud noises and whatnot. So yeah, it can be difficult to find like the perfect time to do a voiceover, especially a long one like this one. It can be pretty hard sometimes. But I hope it's okay, and I hope it's not like too choppy and weird and just odd. Anyway though, enough about that. I feel like I started a sentence and was like starting to tell you about something, but then I didn't really finish my story. I'm really sorry if I did. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves ever. But yeah, I don't remember what I was saying, so I'm very sorry. But anyway, I hope you guys do like this build, and obviously it will be available for you guys to download on my gallery page. My ID is just LacyLena, but yeah, do keep in mind that it's not like maybe ideal for gameplay, but I mean, you can give it a try if you really want to play in it, but I just built it for fun. But yeah, we are just finishing up the build right now, starting on the parents' bedroom, which is actually like pretty big. I mean, the rest of the house is very small, and like the child's bedroom is really small, and like everything about this a lot is really tiny, but the parents' bedroom is pretty big, honestly, so that's good for them. But yeah, we are just adding some final touches and whatnot to this build, and then we are about about to be done with this speed build. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already and you enjoy my content. I would really appreciate that, but you know, you don't have to. But yeah, besides all of that, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and then I cannot wait to see you all in my next video that I will be posting in just a few days. So yeah, that's it, I guess. Bye everybody!